This conversation came up many, many times in my practice, as it has in my personal life. It's not fair. It shouldn't be that way. But it is that way. So how do we come to terms with that? And it came to me in a moment of revelation with when one client where I suddenly saw a baseball field superimposed over our conversation about justice and fairness. And I realized that if the ball lands on the left side of the line, it's it's a foul. If it lands on the right side of the line, this is in the left field, it's in play. If it lands in the stands, it's this. If it lands in the field, and I realize, oh, well, look at that. Rules provide structure. If we're going to operate in a game or a relationship or a contract, we need rules. And the rules will define our mutual responsibilities that we've agreed to. So as long as we're sticking to the rules, then we're being just. We are being fair. We're in fair territory. If I knowingly violate the rules, then I'm out of bounds. That's not just. So what happens in the case of injustice? Well, different people are playing by different rules. Some people obey the law, some don't. Some have different interpretations. That's why you got to read the fine print. That's why we have lawyers. But we'd all like to believe that if we're nice to people and fair in our dealings, that everyone will be nice and fair to us. And I believe that as a general principle, that's pretty much true because most people are not looking for trouble. And if they're treated nicely, they respond with their better selves. But that's no guarantee. You're not going to meet someone who's having a bad day, or someone who's psychotic, or someone who's sociopathic, or someone who wants to do you ill. Those people are out there. I learned this from watching it Disney nature movies. This is most animals are herbivores and mind their own business and only eat plants, which is a problem for the plants, but not other animals. There are always a smaller number of carnivores who are circling the pack, looking for the young, the weak, the distracted. It's the same way with human nature. We have human carnivores. They've always been there. They'll always been there. The protection against them is to know that they're there. That's a big one. To know what some of the common signs are, so to stay out of trouble. Don't go into bad neighborhoods if you can avoid it. But that doesn't mean someone's not going to come into the neighborhood the dead of the night and break into your house. No protection against that. The things that makes us vulnerable is we believe everybody is going to be nice, and there's always a percentage of people who are not for various reasons. They were so traumatized in their childhood, they've developed very dangerous defense mechanisms, or they don't have a conscience. There's some evidence from research in the 50s and 60s that sociopaths don't experience the same kind of adrenaline arousal. So they don't get afraid the same way, so they don't learn the same way we do. But for the most part, what I call justice is my understanding of the rules of the game that I want to play and my assumption that you're playing the same game.